Hello and welcome to another Flashpoint Campaigns Red Storm gameplay video. We're playing the Hell on Wheels campaign. Finally getting around to scenario 2, Battle Tested. I know it's been a few days since I've messed with this. It's amazing what real life will do to you, having to earn a living and all the other things, but here we are. I have managed to get a reasonable setup, I think, and given some orders. And we can take a quick review of the situation. The scenario is to grab all the victory points. There are, well, I think it's 82% for a decisive victory. And let's see, there's 1,400 there, 1,700 there, 1,500, 1,300, 1,000, and 1,000. I believe that's all of them. At the beginning of the scenario, no one has any victory points under their control. The Soviets are off in this corner, looking in this neighborhood. I expect they will attack down this highway, this road, into Sittensen, and perhaps to Helvesik, across one of these bridges, or both. And Hammerson is another nice 1,700 point take. What I've done, my plan, I've got 2 infantry battalions and an armored battalion, mech infantry battalions, an armored battalion. This is basically the same unit that played in the initial, the first scenario. I've got a infantry company, the 4th Battalion, out of command, but it's moving to this hill and to cover this point if they break through and head in this direction. Got some semi-useless mechanized infantry scouts that'll be screening the flank, which is truly, given their capabilities, means that everybody else will see their vehicles burning and know that something's happening back there. Another battalion of infantry, and it's supporting armor company, will be setting up to capture and protect these victory points. The onboard artillery is here, and air defense units standing by to cover them. Down here I've done a little bit different, something a little different. I've cross-attached an armored company to this battalion and 1 company of mech infantry, I'm not sure that's them, yes it is, to this battalion. And I also have one of the scout companies is attached to this battalion. The other scout companies are much attrited. There's one of them there. The other one is back here. And they're in pretty good shape. And they're going to help screen this area, help block and screen. So the plan is to move a company of infantry from here to here, 2 companies of infantry here, and some air defense assets. The attached armor will move up to this little village and stand by. The rest of the armored battalion, the other 3 companies, will adjust themselves. In fact, I probably ought to change that now that I see it. Let's go ahead and do that. They will move up the road just a skosh I like that word, skosh. And I think I just screwed that up. In fact, I know I have. So we'll tell him to move. Well, you know what? I'm beginning to prove that I could. Okay, we'll do it this way. Move deliberately there, and on call, select the stack. Move deliberately there, on call, and select the stack. Move deliberately there, on call. And just for grins, let's rotate the stack and make sure. And it looks like I have corrected my, In any case, the point is that these guys, these three companies, the headquarters for the battalion, will stay in this vicinity. Hopefully not getting caught in that nice long column by anybody at all, much less uh, air assets, while the infantry company and the attached mortars move into this position. The point of holding the armor back is I don't know exactly how this is going to break down. I don't know what their resources are. I don't know how they're going to attack and where they're going to hit me. Well, maybe I should say, yes, I'm certain of one thing. They will almost certainly attack through here. And again, through here, one or both, perhaps even in that direction. So what I'd like to do is set up these infantry blocking positions, and when one or more of them are threatened, we'll counterattack with the armor. And we're just going to see how that works out. I have played with this a little bit to adjust things, and it opens up with some fun with attack helicopters, and that can be exciting. So anyway, 7.5 minutes in, that's not a good thing. Let's go ahead and turn this back to something that looks like game. Yeah, we need hit animations, and I don't think we'll bother with movement sound effects. We'll have weapon sound effects, draw line of fire, show combat hints, and play hit animations. So at this point, other than for some reason all the noises that are blasting across my computer, maybe before I do these things, I ought to shut some other interesting things down. What do you say we get on with it and push the start button? See if we can get one or two command cycles in. Speaking of which, I'm ready to do it, but let's look at this. Yep. Local EW hinders is high. We've got 24-minute cycles. They got 29-minute cycles. Excuse me. And okay, enough. Let's go. Well, something happens here early on that I don't fully understand. This. I don't know what it's talking about. I have yet to figure out where the 4th headquarters, if they've arrived with no mission ready assets. I think it's confusion. But so with that long built-in pause, the FX, there we go, starting to get some guys moving. Let's well, it's only at 150 milliseconds. We'll leave it alone. Grab the first victory. This one should go pretty quick. I've played up to 2 command cycles, messing around with the setup, and again, we should see some reconnaissance, including significant air assets in the form of Mi-24s. And the first artillery, I didn't say anything about that, but I've laid down some mines. Let's see how many of them actually get thrown down. It looks like we'll get 2. Well, and there's the first Mi-24. They like to take the attack helicopters and park them on victory point hexes, and at least as modeled in this game, these Mi-24s are wicked, wicked, wicked. That being said, in the 2 or 3 playthroughs of the first 2 command cycles, as I sorted out my orders, let's see. Oh, by the way, this is another thing. The briefing lies. Dawn isn't at 5 a.m. It's at 4:05. So my whole plan of having an hour to move up in the dark, which if you saw the introduction and prelude video, was the whole point of starting at 4 in the morning. Well, it just doesn't matter. it's dawn, and we got a 2,000 meter visibility. I could use some dark, but there you go. And perhaps for entertainment purposes, we'll kick in the movement FX, because I suddenly realized if I'm not jabbering, this thing is awfully quiet. Oh, that's much better. Oh, somebody in the mines. That's good. It's always good to see the mines doing some of the work for me. Scouts are moving across this plateau, heading over into this direction. They often bump up on Mi-24s, much to their dismay. I've also seen this pile, guys right here, get absolutely slaughtered in this little bend by that guy right there, and I've seen them run him off. Oh no, right off the bat. Oh, I really hate Soviet counter battery. They're trying to scoot, they didn't get out in time. Bad things happen. And looks like my M110s were ordered to fire at something, and now they need to be in counter battery. They need to be in counter battery. Note to self, note to you guys, you need to find a way to suppress the Soviet artillery. Even if it's not, even if you don't blow it up left and right, you need to drop big heavy things on their head as often as possible. So I found that unit getting used by the AI for bombardments and have had to reset its orders to counter battery. It's wise to pay attention to. And there we go. Now look at that attack helicopter running off somewhere else. That's unusual. Normally they charge straight into this hex right here. And you see the M163's little symbol. Radar is going, and if those guys pause for a second, the AI will drop large, heavy things on them from the sky, and they are very vulnerable. They die easily. The chaparrals are even easier to kill, which makes sense given the nature of the system. The chassis could be sitting there perfectly fine, and you get a system kill and a heartbeat on it if you were familiar. Now, there we go. There's some what appears to be counter battery. I didn't see anything die, but they need to have they need to be kept honest. I've also found that most effective anti-helicopter. Oh, that hurts. The Bradleys do pretty good job against the helicopters. If the M163s get a shot every once in a while, they do pretty good. I have yet to see a chaparral kill anything. In fact, they seldom even launch. I believe they're visual only. Okay, Max says we got fog with visibility of 1,500 meters. That ought to tell us something about the Mi-24s. There was a time I could have told you everything there was to tell about them. I don't know what their sensor capabilities are. I just saw an M163 take a shot at this one here. He needs to take more shots at them. A whole lot more shots. Man, the Bradleys are having their way with them. Really, these Mi-24s can be devastating. Now that company's not in great shape anyway. Oh, looks like he's decided he needs to duck down behind the hill. But in one playthrough, as I was checking my orders and watching everything play out, that company did die. I think a handful of steps made it. Now that's interesting. I've seen him do this too, dashing to the south, and whether he'll continue up all that rise or not, I don't know. And somebody else ran into some mines somewhere. I'll bet you that's down there. And we're going after their artillery again. Come on, something blow up. Well, I don't know about something blowing up, but there's lots of things falling on them. I just hope they're actually there. Okay, here's where we clear out this reconnaissance, and okay, this is where they get their payback. Soviet artillery just it'll make you ill. It's scary, scary stuff. Max visibility 2,500 meters. There's the other helicopters. I don't know what they're up to. And we're beating down on that reconnaissance crowd. Oh, there's the other helicopter. Another Mi-24. Let's ease that game delay. Okay, let's take that victory point hex back. Well, in this playthrough, so far, the attack helicopters have not been the terror. Oh, look at that. Was that a SAM launch, really? I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look in that hex. I'm not sure if that chaparral's there or not. those are just autocannon. And we got the victory point. Here shortly we should have all but maybe this one. Oh, look at that. You know, I think I just found out that the chaparral can kill something, because I'm pretty sure that's what that sound indicates. And whoa, well, like I said, the Bradleys can take those guys down, and they just killed 2 of them in the north. This is a better opening than I've seen. Up, and that helicopter's heading back to the victory point hex. That should be interesting. And you can see here's the big column coming down the road. Nice, nice, nice. That's a good one. You know, I'm not getting the call-outs. That's an awfully big stack, and I hope they unstack themselves here shortly before the artillery finds them. I'm not sure why they've lumped up so much. It's part of the risk I took. The way I set up was a relatively, there we go, break it out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Relatively high concentration of units. We're trying to keep them moving so that the Soviet artillery effectiveness is significantly degraded. Really, the only way for Soviet artillery to be ineffective is for you not to be where it falls. Like that. That's a good thing. The scouts are going to get into position. And they're probably going to get beat up. But at least they'll have an opportunity. Oh, look at that. I love Soviet artillery that misses. I hesitate to say it. I've gotten lucky, but I have so far. Yeah, okay. See, another one of the air defense guys up here. I'm wondering how that fight with the Mi-24s is going to work out. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. We're killing some T-80s. 3 minutes. Look at that. We're going to get some killing going on up there. Oh, that's nice. So far the Mi-24s have been relatively ineffective and have been dying. Oh, look at that. Huh. I think this is it's not like I played this a dozen times, but it's been this has been the most effective. Oh, there we go. And that Mi-24 managed to get up here. They may decide to pay me back for all the goodness gracious bragging about how good we've been doing. Oh, there's a chaparral launch. Yeah, one of those guys has already died. Oh, he may have been, I don't remember. Oh, he killed one of the M163s there. And there they go. We got helicopters in the north. That's very good. Now we'll just have to see how it breaks down here at Hammerson. Got some reconnaissance slipping down the valley here in this area. One minute. This is fascinating here. Ow. Yeah, there's the payback. They're lighting me up. They are lighting me up, hammers. Well, we're down to a minute or so. This is just about over. And this will be the last we play in this video. I'll try to get another one put together in short order. Doing well in the north. The center is dicey, and there's the game resolution is over. So let's go ahead and take a look around, see how things are broken down. First, reported kills. Now, this number is going to reflect the 327.5 to 57.4 is going to reflect units that have fallen out and have never been replaced, because I know nothing like 57 units were falling out so far. I suspect those kills are the real deal that have happened in this game. Let's see, 5 recon, 6 helicopters. That's really nice. 13 tanks, a lot more out there, I'm sure. 6 mech. Well, really, it's been kind of gentle on everybody. This is interesting. I don't recall, and I may not be right as I think about it, but I don't recall ending this command cycle with a helicopter still parked on that. Right here, you still have one M163 and reasonably healthy mech infantry, considering that they weren't in very good shape when they got there anyway. I think those numbers were 337 across here at the beginning. He's lost one. You know, we can come over here and clear the map of units and see, yeah, there's somebody got killed, there's somebody got killed, there's a couple of helicopters, there's one of the reconnaissance. And this little valley, it just isn't as cluttered as I'd like to see it. Visibility is pretty good right now. Looks like we're probably going to see these guys. I wouldn't be surprised to see them push across here, given that the artillery laid mines, we ran out of mine ammunition before they could get there. These guys are not quite where they need to be, but they've got time to get there. These guys are moving to position. For some reason, the headquarters, task force headquarters, has scooted up the road for, I guess it just doesn't want to get blowed up. I think that belongs to my mech infantry, or excuse me, my reconnaissance guys, and I know why. There you go. I did not, in fact, give enough orders to move them up. That's why this stack is so large. So I'll have to square some of this away before the artillery annihilates my life back there. Anyway, we're right on 29 minutes, and there's a lot left to play. 7.5 hours, although I suspect somebody will break long before then. So thanks for watching, and keep an eye on this channel. More soon. Thanks again.